All right, y'all. So Mark here again. Real quick, just drop a little bit of it, some advice. Like we gotta teach our children the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my daughter all the times. To mommy you're special. To daddy you're special. To grandma you're special. To the rest of the world you ain't ish. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta tell your kids the truth, man. I teach my daughter. These are things I teach my daughter. Like to me, to mommy you special. Grandma you special. To me. You special, but some days it's a hit or miss. Y'all tell her the truth. Like there's some days, yeah, dad, you special to daddy today. You know, it's a hit or miss. But in all seriousness, though, I tell my daughter, you're special to me. You're special to your mother. You're special to your grandmother. Outside of that, the rest of the world, you're average Joe. Nobody cares about you, right? Now I know people that say that's harsh. You know, call the child protective services, get this kid. Is it psychological abuse? It's not. It's not. It's cold, harsh reality. The world is cold, it's harsh, and it's brutal. What would you rather? You send your child out there with the Walt Disney World psychology, the Cinderella story, the Snow White, the Sleeping Beauty, you know, or would you rather arm her or him with the psychological tools necessary to survive? I teach my daughter, don't be easily impressed. Let nothing impress you. Don't be impressed by nothing. Don't be impressed by nothing. The other side of not teaching our kids or our children these things is they go out into the world and, you know, if you're a father of a daughter like myself, a guy dangles a cheeseburger, she's ready to, you know what I mean? A guy, you know, takes her to any kind of restaurant and she's, you know what I mean? Like, just giving her a guy does something substandard, subpar, and they're impressed. They're gullible, they're naive. They're taken advantage of. You got to teach your children, man. Don't be impressed by nothing, especially daughters. Teach your daughters not to be impressed. Don't let nothing impress you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, then the first person that comes by and dangle a shiny toy before her or him, they're gone. They're taken advantage of. They're manipulated, right? The first little toy dangles a little shiny toy, an object in front of them, and they're impressed and they're gone. You got to teach your children, don't be impressed by nothing. Don't let nothing impress you, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be easily impressed by anything. Anything. Fancy words, whatever. Let nothing impress you. And, you know, you ain't special. Again, context matters. You special to me and your mom, but outside and out here, you ain't special. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You got to teach them this. You know what I mean? And it sounds brutal and it sounds harsh, but I'm telling you, that's the mentality that's needed to keep them out of the prison system. That's the mentality that's needed to keep them, if you're raising little girls, from keep them from being manipulated and taken advantage of by predators. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality, psychology that's needed for them to thrive in environments that would otherwise psychologically try to oppress, manipulate, depress, repress, suppress, or stump their growth. They need to have that psychology. They need to remember when they go out there and life is kicking them and kicking at them and pushing at them, they got to have that voice. Daddy told me I wasn't special. So I don't, you know, my dad already told me I wasn't special. So I'm not shocked by you saying this or doing that or hinting this or insinuating this about me, or my dad already prepared me. I'm only special to my dad, myself, my mom, my grandma. So I don't expect. So now what you're doing is you're teaching your children how not to be seeking validation from the rest of the world, which they'll never find. That's the irony, right? They're seeking the validation that they'll never find. Because the world will never validate you. Only you can validate you. And when you have them with that mentality, like, listen, my dad already told me I'm only special within the confines, within the the confines of these walls. Outside of this house, outside of here, I don't expect it. I don't expect to be treated special. I don't expect to be. Not only I don't expect it, I don't need it. Because my dad already built my confidence up. That's what you're doing when you teach your children these values. You're building their confidence up, as opposed to saying that, oh, it's brutal, it's harsh, it's rough. Welcome to the real world. You know what I'm saying? Life is a gladiator sport. And if you can't, again, it's either you let the world beat your child up, beat them into submission, land them in a jailhouse, land them into prostitution, land them into the streets, land them, statistics, make them another statistic, or you crack the whip on them yourself in the safety of your own home. Because see, I'd rather expose that to them because I know they're safe with me. I'm their dad. I'm her dad, so she's safe with me. As opposed to letting her go out there and the world do it. You got to teach your children. It's your responsibility. Don't leave it to Walt Disney World. Don't leave it to the Facebooks and the social medias, because somebody's going to teach them. Somebody's going to expose them to it. Let that be you. You're the first line of defense. Till next time. Peace.